Registered nurses and caregivers with Palomar Health are hitting the picket line tomorrow morning in an effort to improve staffing levels, they say, and patient safety conditions.
News 8's LaMonica Peters talked to a former employee about being laid off from Palomar Health and tells us what the union is saying about the picket line.
Nurses say they're concerned about nurse-to-patient ratios and patient care, but they're also concerned about layoffs and outsourcing, so they're making their voices heard on the picket line.
I support the staff 110% going on the picket line tomorrow. They're doing it because they want better change for the organization and for the community.
Healthcare workers say they've been completely disregarded as Palomar Health continues with staff shortages, layoffs, outsourcing, and unsafe patient care conditions. After hosting a town hall with community members last week, the California Nurses Association plans to hold an informational picket line Tuesday morning at Palomar Medical Center in Escondido.
During the deadliest pandemic in a century, Palomar laid off 200 nurses and other healthcare workers. It's beyond insulting to hear an employer try to defend decisions like that in any way, especially a public healthcare district which is tasked with caring for some of the most vulnerable members of our society.
Since April, healthcare workers have been negotiating a new contract. Palomar Health says Tuesday's picket line is simply a negotiating tactic by the union. Still, former employees say layoffs and outsourcing are taking a heavy toll on staff. Ryan Grothy says he worked in Palomar Health's security department for 20 years before he and nearly 100 others were terminated in September.
It's just very sad what's going on with the organization because it used to be such a great place to work, but now there's just no trust for the leadership.
Grothy says he has since found other full-time work, but thinks people have to pay more attention to these healthcare issues that could affect them too.
The community, come election time, when it's time to elect new board members, the community needs to start getting involved.
The California Nurses Association also started a petition for people to show their support. The picket line starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. in Escondido.